Invesco Mutual Fund has learned to be under investigation following allegations of mismanagement in their fixed income schemes during the 2018-19 period. The whistleblower in this case has reportedly filed a complaint with SEBI and the US SEC. The whistleblower alleges that the former fixed income CIO of Invesco Mutual Fund acted as an advisor to Invesco's offshore PMS focused on Indian debt. Now, as per SEBI guidelines, there must exist a Chinese wall between the PMS and mutual fund, which essentially means, different personnel, different systems and different execution. The second allegation centers around the execution of these trades. It's alleged that the fixed income team of Invesco India executed trades on behalf of their offshore funds, despite regulations requiring that the execution be done by the offshore counterpart, since the relationship was advisory in nature. The third allegation focuses on the period post-IL&FS default and claims that the fixed income team of Invesco Mutual Fund identified certain securities like DHFL, for example, which were likely to come under stress and initiated an inter-scheme transfer of the same to their offshore funds. Now, while the inter-scheme transfer itself was not illegal at the time, what could be a concern is the impact of the same on Invesco's offshore clients. The whistleblower is also understood to have first raised the issue with senior management and on the internal Invesco hotline, post which he's understood to have approached SEBI, which is the Indian regulator, and the US financial regulator, SEC. Now, sources tell us that the whistleblower was dismissed in July 2021 for conduct unbecoming, despite being given additional responsibilities as late as December 2020. And this issue of wrongful termination has now been filed as a civil suit in the Bombay High Court by the whistleblower. In their response, Invesco Mutual Fund says, and I quote, "As is appropriate for a global financial services company, Invesco maintains policies and procedures for investigating allegations of improper conduct received from any source. Invesco always handles such matters in an appropriate manner consistent with global best practices. This includes global oversight and independent impartial review. Invesco seeks to maintain excellent relations with all our regulators. We cooperate with any regulatory inquiries, including any examinations or investigations, in a manner that is transparent and consistent with global best practices. As part of corporate policy, it will be inappropriate for us to divulge any individual or employment details of any of our employees." They go on to say, "Our portfolios and businesses remain unaffected. All Invesco funds and investment strategies operate under the global risk management framework and invest according to the parameters and guidelines set out in the relevant prospectus or other governing document." We are also still awaiting the response which we sent for our query from SEBI.